mama says I'm a fool, and yeah, maybe that's true, 'cause I can't stop thinking about you. To forget my words, 'cause when I'm around you, I tend to keep changing my mind. I promised myself not to slip back into old habit, 'cause heartbreak is savvy and love is a
Are you a content creator or just a fan of spicy content? Do you like things kinky, different, sexy, slightly taboo? If yes, sign up free to the only spicy content creators website in Africa with an international audience. Yes, we're going global. Start your journey with www.bemyfans, that's with a Z.com, www.bemyfans.com today. Whether you want to start earning or want to subscribe to your favorite creators in your own currency, we have you covered. BeMyFans.com. Come play.
When you try to make me jealous, it's a bridge that you can burn. No one like me can't compare it. I'ma throw it to the curb. Flying high with no propellers. No, it's none of my concern. I'ma do me, keep my head up, 'cause I know that you'll return. Jealous, it's a bridge that you can burn. No one like me can't compare it. I'ma throw it to the curb. Flying high with no propellers. No, it's none of my concern. I'ma do me, keep my head up, 'cause I know that you'll return. Cause I know that you'll return.
Sometimes we're looking for the more, but we just don't know what the more is. And then we come to play with me. 3 words, like me, play, toys, fun, games, cheekiness, with, intimacy, connection, relationships, and finally me. It starts with self, and that is something that Play With Me stands for. Play With Me is a place where you have an experience of all of those things. One complete cycle. You're welcome to pop in at our shop at the Gantry in Fourways, or find us at www.playwithme.co.za. If you're looking for that more, please get in touch.
We can fight our desires. But when we start making fires, we get ever so hot. Whether we like it or not. They say we can love who we just. But what is love without lust? Two hearts with accurate devotions. But what are feelings without emotions? I'm going in for the kill. I'm doing it for a thrill. Oh, I'm hoping you will understand. And now let go of my hand. And now let go of my hand. And now let go of my I'm going in for the kill. I'm doing it for a thrill. Oh, I'm hoping you will understand. And now let go of my hand. I'm going in for the kill. I'm doing it for a thrill. Oh, I'm hoping you will understand. And now let go of my hand. I hang my hopes out on the line. Will they be ready for you in time? If you leave them out too long, they'll be withered by the sun. Full stops and exclamation marks. My words stumble before I start. How far can you send emotions? Can this reach across the ocean? I'm going in for the kill. I'm doing it for a thrill. Oh, I'm hoping you will understand. And now let go of my in for the kill. I'm doing it for a thrill. Oh, I'm hoping you will
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent or that of the program, its presenters, hosts, directors, or other team members.
This show is intended for audiences aged 23 and older. This production and its digital copies contain content of an adult nature. If you are easily offended or are under the age of 18, this show is not intended for you. The posts, pages, and recordings within are intended for adults only and may include descriptions of scenes of sexual content, suggestive opinions, detailed discussions, and graphic topics. Listener discretion is advised.
Carmen.
She was a showgirl with yellow feathers in her hair and a dress cut down her leg.
It's time for Lola's lessons.
It's time for Lola's lessons.
Good evening, lovelies. Welcome to the first episode in season 6 of Lola's Lessons, your favorite nighttime talk focused on sex education. Let me kick off tonight's episode by firstly mentioning we've got a live audience, so if you guys hear anything in the background, that's why. Also, Carmen's sitting next to me and the chair's very squeaky, so I mean... Anyway, as I was saying, let me kick off tonight's episode by, as usual, mentioning our association endorsement site, Z-Nights. Z-Nights, the exclusive playground for adventurous couples and singles into meeting and parties. Flirt, connect, and play with like-minded friends who enjoy life to the fullest, just like you. We want you to have the time of your life and experience all that Z-Nights has to offer. When it comes to play and parties, Z-Nights is the biggest online community and guide to the hottest parties and workshops in and around South Africa. What are you waiting for? Let's get the party started. Join our playground, www.znights.com. Then, of course, our endorsement site, Lola's favorite friends, yes, babies, we know, at the Council of Fantasy. Do you want to explore sex positivity, ethical non-monogamy, BDSM, and more? Or maybe you just want to shamelessly socialize, show off your liberated productivity. We're open-minded individuals. At the COF, we celebrate all genders, people, and styles of sexuality. Find your tribe at www.counciloffantasy.co.za or head on over to Lola's website. Yes, lovelies, we know it's a double L. I'm not going to repeat myself again this season. www.lustfm.live. Click on the link, join our WhatsApp community at the bottom of the homepage for a taste of something special. Your Lola Blakely production moderator for this evening is Mr. Black Dragon in the house. Hello, Black Dragon. Say hi. There we go. Yes, he's live with us. I mean, most of our moderators are This is fun, right? Then, of course, your production manager for this evening. I'm so glad she came back. I mean, I can't believe she's not sick of us, Carmen. Right?
Me neither. I mean,
The amount
she
of
has a
shit
big
that we
job,
cause.
hey? She has a big job to do.
Right, the amount of shit we cause, and she's still here. She's ever sitting on that phone, concentrating very, very hard, possibly making notes as to what mornings we're going to sign on Monday.
Because we're going to be in the naughty corner.
Yes. And then, of course, your ever the production manager for this evening is our ever whip-cracking, fierce production manager, Miss Medusa. Excuse me. As always, feel free to engage with our moderating team, send them waves or ask them questions. They're here to keep us safe during the sacred space of teaching sex positivity. Now, the time has come to greet my absolutely gorgeous and stunning co-host. The blonde bombshell of a woman is back.
I'm here.
I mean, I'm so glad you're sitting next to me.
It's been a time. I mean, you walking up my stairs today was the moment of my month. Truly.
It makes me so happy. But also,
we're sitting here side by side. Excuse me.
Yes.
Are you playing my song?
Yes, because you can you just you're being a little bit forward here.
Forward op die waar.
Just give me a second.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Hey, Lola, it's me, Carmen.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Miss Carmen Ellie is back. I absolutely love that for us. How are you doing, Carm?
I'm so well. It's been such a good start to the year. It's so nice to see you in the flesh for a change. Hey?
Yeah. Yes. How long has it been since I've seen you, actually?
You last saw me when did you last see me? November.
Jeez, that's
when
long
did we
ago.
know? August. No, I can't believe it.
No, it can't be. Was it not at the party at Nexus?
It was. It was at
It
the
was.
Nexus party in the sunshine with the
And the
sexy in the
gazebo.
background, like gazebo. It was fantastic. Yeah.
So this evening, I see there's a bunch of our regulars here. Good evening, regulars. Welcome back. Big Red is here. Hello,
Big
everybody.
Red, hello.
Yes, right. So we are broadcasting, like I said, to the lovely listeners, not the lustful listeners, the lovely listeners.
Lovely. Okay.
In the beginning of the episode, we are broadcasting live this evening, and we're broadcasting from Play With Me. So it's the first episode of season 6. I mean, the show's come a hell of a long way.
Yes, it has.
And we're broadcasting live from Play With Me this evening at the Love Bites event.
Yes.
I want to know, Coms, why Love Bite?
Do you know what? It was Love Bites. Okay, it was Love Bites. And then someone was like, there's that really sad song, Love Bites. The Def Leppard. You
Love
remember it?
Hurts.
Or something
Love
along
Hurts.
those. No, it was Love Bites, Love Kills. I'm like, no, it's Valentine's Day. We need to be a little bit more festive. So I'm like, let's change it to Love Bites because
Okay.
that's cute. It's edgy.
So it's like a hickey.
It's like a hickey. Theme for that.
Love it.
So I had come in and do genital piercings.
I remember she's been promoted.
She's off
last year.
tonight because she just had her genitals pierced.
Yes.
So she can chill on my swing, on my sex swing for today. Okay. And I thought it was a really wonderful time at Valentine's, Love Day, to get together because a lot of people are like, we just want to reconvene and play with me.
I love that. Also, you mentioned to me that it's Play With Me's birthday.
It's Play With Me's birthday.
So what really gets me, right, is
And I never got myself a birthday cake. I have gotten 2 people's birthday cakes tonight. Were you?
Yes, I was just
my
about to
God.
say. We've had 2 birthday cakes, okay, because we've got obviously the lovely Jazz, which we've had on the show. And there she is, raising a glass at me. Hello. The lovely Jazz, who's been a guest before.
Yes.
She's got her birthday, I think, tomorrow, right? Or is it today?
Her birthday was actually before, but she's celebrating officially tomorrow. Yes.
And then we've got Mr. Frank from the COF, okay, right? So we've had 2 birthday cakes, which you got for them,
I did.
with candles that don't blow out. But how are we going to celebrate Play With Me's birthday?
I actually don't know. Do you know that I built Play With Me 7 years ago?
Sure.
I launched Play With Me 7 years ago. And I forgot, truly, that it was my birthday.
To get yourself a cake.
I was busy celebrating everybody else's
Can I just tell you,
birthday.
right? And this is why.
Can we just take out both cakes, put the candles back on? They're no blowout candles, okay? And we can celebrate.
I mean,
It's
there has
7
been a
years,
bunch of
Lola.
blowing this evening.
Oh, there was a lot. I even burnt my finger trying to sort out these candles.
So, this is why I love you, right? And this is why you are my person.
We can't start the season with a lump in my throat again.
Because you get cakes for everybody.
I
But
forgot
it's
my
your
cake.
biggest birthday.
I forgot my cake.
Forgot your cake.
Okay, can we do it next week again?
Yes.
We'll do my cake.
Coms, let's find out.
Yes.
How has your break been? Because this has been a long production break, right?
It has been, but it's been
been
a
over 2
needed
months.
production break.
Yeah.
Delivering content to everybody out there, running business, it's a lot. So in my break, I thought, well, I need to rest. And so how did I rest? I started putting chastity cages on a whole bunch of men to hold their keys. That's how I rested over this break. So my break has been thrilling. I am
We
the
love
key
all of it.
holder to many, and it has been fantastic.
We absolutely love that.
Yeah.
How has that journey? I want to find out a little bit because this touches on what we're going to be discussing this
Yes,
evening.
it does. Yeah.
How has that journey been for you in the role of the dominant, holding keys for a submissive, giving up control to you? And this is purely platonic, right?
It's purely platonic.
yeah.
Absolutely, yes.
How's that been for you? What have you gotten out of it?
It's a trusted role because there are a lot of things that people out there can't divulge to the rest of the world or their play partners, etc. But they can divulge it to me.
Okay. So you're basically telling me now we've got people out there in relationships that are hiding, in essence,
Yes.
their true selves from their partners.
Yes.
See, this is what I've got a problem with.
Yeah.
This is what I've got a problem with.
So my role as key holder is to encourage that you share those things with your partner. Sometimes people in that situation aren't comfortable sharing it straight out of the starting gate. And my role is there to say, okay, cool, we can role play these things. And one of my chastity cage clients, which was the most beautiful case that has ever crossed my path, I could say case lightly, okay, just to clarify, actually got his partner to get a chastity cage for him so she could be his key holder. So it was a part of him, they were off to get married. He had a whole side of him that he had never divulged to her that he ended up disclosing because this is the person he's going to be spending the rest of his life with. And it's okay to share that with your person. And that is something rather beautiful. Other of my chastity clients, so to speak, are not in relationships.
Okay.
And they need someone to be in the position of power, someone to give them that discipline during their day. And that is something that I can easily provide to them. So it has been a really educational process for me. I mean, it's not always easy. I do have resources that I rely on in the process. But it's a very pure process and a very pure relationship. And that means a whole bunch to me.
So do you feel like you have provided these guys an outlet to some sort? Because, okay, we know, right? We know that withholding information, withholding truths about yourself becomes triggers, okay?
Yes.
In a
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah.
So you're not being your most authentic self. This is becoming
Correct.
problematic. You can't express yourself in front of your partner. Do you feel like you have allowed these people an outlet, a very valuable outlet, to be their most authentic self without stepping over that line because it's been purely platonic?
It's a twofold strategy. So the first being you can there is no judgment here, and you know that I stand for that, irrespective of what you tell me. And the second part is after there is no judgment here, you are carrying on with this very intimate relationship. And how are you going to include everything that we do into that relationship? So that becomes a very rewarding process. One of my chastity clients said to me just the other day, I have so much more discipline after you being my key holder.
Wow.
It's mind over body, right? The urges that I had, I can control that, my discipline. It turns into fitness. It turns into life goals. It's not just about, you have a cage over my penis. Okay, let's be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I encourage them to divulge this information to their partners. I'm actually looking at a play partner walking right past me right now in my building who was here for the caging of her play partner. So I'm going, okay, I can cage her in private, but rather bring her with and let us rather do this process together. And that to me is really important. Transparency to me is really important.
So
When you're ready.
When you're ready.
Yes.
So here's my next question, right? And I know this is an interview of Carmen, 50 questions.
Well, I was not expecting the 21 questions of Carmen, but I mean, I'm okay with that because
fits,
it's you asking.
Yes.
Yes.
It fits in well with our theme for this evening, right?
Yes.
Because we're talking trends.
Yes.
And this is something that I really want to touch on.
This is definitely trending.
Because yes, it is.
Yeah.
Key holding is definitely trending.
Yes.
So my next question to you is, how do you feel these partners receive you as coming in as a third party? Remember, these partners are not necessarily ethically non-monogamous. They're not necessarily
and I don't know these partners from a bar of soap.
Right, they're not necessarily swingers, they're not necessarily poly, they're not necessarily,
Correct.
for all intents and purposes, they could be 100% monogamous. How do you navigate this very slippery slope? You are holding a key to their sexuality, in essence.
It's not a slippery slope because I am me.
Yes, I know, but what my question
Were
is...
you expecting that answer?
No.
No, exactly.
Listen. How has it been navigating that line between your position
Yes.
in your clients' life and
Yeah.
the partners. How have you been received from the partners?
I have been very well received.
See, this makes me happy. Where's my
Yeah.
applause button? It's been a minute.
Find your button. Find
There
your
we go.
button.
There we go.
Did you find it?
I found it. It's been a hot minute.
I'll tell you why. Because I am a communicator.
Yes.
And any client who comes to me who says, please, Miss Carmen, will you hold my key? I'm going, okay, cool. Let's first go back to who are you currently engaged with? Who are you playing with? Who are you in a relationship with? Do they know? Do they not know? I'm not going out there to hold keys with partners who don't know that I exist. That doesn't sit well with me.
Yes, I love that.
So we actually come to a meeting of minds and we go, okay, great. This is in the benefit. This is to the benefit of the beneficiary who is wearing the chastity cage. And that has worked out really well, because why are you wearing it? You're wearing it because you want to improve your self-discipline. You're wearing it because you want to decrease your anxiety. You're wearing it for those reasons. I can help you with that.
Yes.
And that is something that has come to the fore. That is quite a beautiful process to actually be a part of.
I love that.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
is beautiful. So, Lustfulls, this evening we are talking trends. Like we mentioned to you, and like you've seen in the episode update, this evening we are talking trends. And I want to know, so when Carmen and I had this discussion first, something's falling against my leg, yeah. We are very...
Listen, we're very intimate
just winning-
today.
winning
Yeah,
it this evening.
we really are.
So Carmen and I had a discussion, obviously, about what we want this season to look like, right? And although Lola's Lessons is known for its sex education, and sex education is going to be the main goal and the main focus of Lola's Lessons, but we also want to move more streamlined into helping you navigate your relationship, helping you navigate difficulties in your relationship, and helping you really enhance your intimacy, so that your relation, I mean, that's what it's been like right from the start.
Oh, that's why we're here.
Yes.
Yes.
This evening, this episode, this season, this evening, this episode, and this season,
All of it.
all of them is going to be slightly different. Okay. So we are talking trends, and I wanted to know, when we spoke about tonight's episode, you said, you know what, Lola, I really want to talk about trends, because possibly, and I'm assuming, because we haven't discussed this, but I'm assuming your trends within your sales of your toys have changed.
They have.
Am I right?
Yes.
So also that got me thinking that I want to know, what trends are we following in 2025? Because Happy New Year also, by the way.
Happy New Year, Happy Valentines, all of those things.
Happy all of it. So I want to know, in 2025, what are we doing differently this year to enhance our intimacy, to make our partner happy, to be happy in our relationships ourselves,
Yes.
and to make our relationship work solid and stable throughout this year that we didn't do last year, because we need to spice it up, we need to change it up.
Yep.
What are we doing differently this year than last year to achieve all of our goals?
I don't want to be the person to disappoint you, okay? Because
You never
I
disappoint
already
me.
see that look in your eyes.
It's
okay?
impossible.
Impossible.
Impossible, it is.
No, I'm not
That's Afrikaans in me.
This is why I love you so much. So if you have to have a look at the trends, and it was the most interesting thing to me, I was reading articles. Everyone out there, the experts in the field.
Yeah.
Trends. I have a wand, I have a vibrator, I have a this, I have a that, and they're not touching on what the actual trends are. We have been delivering on the trends the whole of last season. How do you tap into your partner's mind? And how do you work out how we're going to proceed? And the whole kink element is missing out of all of these trends. We're going through...
That's me just applauding you.
There we go. That's amazing. We're going through, I like a vibrator for this. And you know what? I'm not going to say forgive me, because I stand by this. I'm tired of it. We have a bullet vibrator for your clit. We have a G-spot vibrator for your G-spot. You can squirt. That's amazing. And you know what? It is amazing. Great if you can squirt and do your things. We're not getting to, this is how the dynamic between me and my partner actually enhances our relationship. And nobody is talking about it.
Again, we are applauding this shit because this is what I like to hear, right?
And I have personally experienced that in my relationship where we had a dynamic shift because of my key holding services. So what happens at home? What are we at home when I am key holding for all these other people? I am submissive and you are dominant. So we're bringing kink into our relationship, and bringing kink into our relationship has greatly enhanced what we have together. So we can talk about dildos, wands, bullets, couples toys, and those things are important. Teledildonics is incredibly important. Do you know what teledildonics is?
No, tell me.
Let me say it
Well, I
properly.
know, but for the listeners that don't.
Teledildonics is the app-connected tech universe in toys. So we have cam girls out there who are buying up their events, and they're engaging with some guy in Germany, some guy, globally. We're engaging, and we're being intimate globally.
Making fantasies come true.
That's exactly it. We're looking at hentai, okay? We're looking at fantasy dildos. We're looking at tentacles. We're looking at, fantasy porn. Fantasy porn is a huge thing.
Absolutely.
You know why?
Anime.
Exactly.
Like shot through the roof.
Exactly. Do you know why it is so incredibly important? Because if I have a fantasy about a human being, I feel ashamed about that fantasy about a human being. But if I have a fantasy about someone in anime, it's okay.
It's okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Listen.
Right.
You just hit the nail on the head for me.
Yeah.
This is so true.
So that is trending at the moment. We want tentacles. We want aliens. We want all of the anime creatures in our, because it's okay, because it is fantasy. But in any normal relationship, we go back to the very basics of who am I, who am you? What do you want and need? What do I want and need? And we haven't fully explored that always. So the trends, you know what? We have the same trends. When it comes to the emotional attached to the trends, it's vastly different. How has my relationship been enhanced? Because I will be submissive to you, you're dominant to me. We don't have necessarily scheduled sex. You know that whole schedule. We're not going to get into that again.
Yeah.
Okay?
No, we need to. We'll touch on it again.
Do you want to have no sex, or do you want to have some scheduled sex? Okay, I would choose just some sex.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But now you're dominating me. You go, when I get to you at 6 o'clock tonight, you best have your panties down and you bent over that counter, and I'm going to take you from behind. Those are our 2 days a week. And I boss you around. It happens. It's exciting. You're moister than a... Never mind.
Moister than an oyster. Is that what you're going to...
I was going to say it. I'm being wholesome today, okay? It's a great big turn on, okay? So incorporating such things into your relationship are vitally important, and a lot of people haven't had the opportunity to explore that.
So I've had a couple of conversations, right, throughout our break. Throughout our break period. And what I've realized is really vanilla people have so little knowledge. So little knowledge. Not even really vanilla people. And I'll be open and honest.
Most
right?
of us.
Even the people that are having the most amounts of sex have so little knowledge about what kink truly is and what kink truly can do for your relationship that it frightens me. It frightens me to think that you don't know what is being in a submissive state. And there's a guy, I just can't think of his name now. My husband knows his name very well. It's like this bald-headed guy that always has all of these TikToks. I can't remember what. He used to be a porn star.
Okay.
Anyway, so I'm listening to some of his TikToks, stupid things like holding your partner's hands behind her back and like digging her head into the pillow.
Was he choking her as well?
Yes, you've seen the same one, right? So it's just basically a TikTok that's going around. It's stupid, simple things like that.
It's the smallest things. That's the thing. It's the smallest things, right?
How it can really enhance your moments.
Yes.
That's what does it for me.
They are standout moments, those. They really are.
And also, that's considered kink.
Yes.
because you are being, it's a submissive and dominant role.
Yes.
So how are we bringing basic level? And I mean, I know you get all of these deeper, darker parts of kink that I don't even want to touch on tonight. How are we bringing basic kink into our
Correct.
relationships
Yeah.
so that we can enhance
Yep.
that vanilla standing to something that really elevates
Yes.
and makes us feel happy?
And I mean, it's not skoopskiet and donor, BDSM.
Exactly.
You know, blood
That's
will be
the thing.
shed.
That's the
Type
thing.
vibes.
Yes.
Because I don't want to scare all my vanilla clients off with all of that information. Okay. It's like, even if it's a blindfold and a feather tickler,
That's
that's a
sensory.
beautiful
Yes.
experience.
Yes.
But you're submitting to that experience.
Yes.
Exactly.
You need to submit.
As I stare out at all of these very heavy kinksters, right? I say kinksters because BDSM scares my clients. Okay, I'm looking at them going, feather tickler, blindfold, that's light shit.
A Zernfona has a hair like parched in front of her face so that we can't see her expressions because she's going, oh, these vanilla folk, I'm so tired of them. I love you, baby. But on that note, listen, absolutely have missed this so much.
Yeah.
We need to go
It's
to a
always
commercial
a fun
break.
time with
Yeah,
you.
it is
It
a
really
fun
is.
time. We need to go to a commercial break, and also I need some more champagne.
You know,
Also,
I'm your slave tonight.
this
okay?
time, can you not give me-
I'm shifting roles.
Huh?
What do you not want?
Not a cherry, because the last time you gave me a cherry, you completely smushed it into my champagne.
I was trying to put it onto the side of your glass with my thumb.
You see, but you did it
Okay.
so
Do
aggressively.
you want it inside your glass?
Let's
I
not
might
pop
just
Lola's cherry.
Pop the cherry inside. It'll be a whole cherry in your glass. Okay, it's clarified.
I mean, I ate the other half.
That actually does look quite ridiculous.
I need to refill my drinks. I'm sure a couple of you need to refill your drinks.
I'm going to.
When you didn't.
I'm getting you a fresh one.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
We need to go to a slight commercial break. So before we go to a commercial break, let's just tell our listeners that things are going to change this season. Firstly, we are moving from a Friday night to a Wednesday night. Why? Because a lot of people are busy on a Friday night,
Oh,
right?
they're getting the king on.
Yes, you guys are going out, you guys are going clubbing, you guys are
Yes,
having
yes.
fun, you guys are going out for dinner, you guys are spending time with your loved ones, which is
we
fine.
want. Which we want you to do, yes.
Exactly. We want to urge you guys to spend time with your loved ones.
So now, if we do a Wednesday, they can slip into their lingerie and have like Wednesday sex and Friday sex.
That's exactly what we were thinking.
You
Just
are
that one.
welcome.
You
You
see,
are
I'm even
welcome.
pressing buttons without thinking about it. It's Miss Hyde's buttons. Speaking about Miss Hyde, when we come back from break, she's going to be talking to us a little bit more about kink. But before we get to that, we are moving to a Wednesday night slot, 9 p.m. on a Wednesday night. Listen, lovelies, we love the lots of you so much. We want to see you guys listening on a Wednesday night. I know it's going to be a slight difference, a difference, something to get used to from Friday night. I mean, it's been over a year.
What a wonderful treat.
But what a wonderful treat, right?
Yes, it's like date night Wednesday.
The time slot is not changing. Your kids should be in bed by 9 o'clock.
Date night with Carmen and Lola.
Date nights with Carmen and
There we
Lola
go.
on a Wednesday night. And also, we're going to be focusing, like I said earlier, we're going to be focusing a little bit more on your relationship and enhancing your intimacy within your relationship and not necessarily just sex education.
Yeah.
So we are broadening our horizons slightly. But that's it for the first half of Lola's Lessons, first episode in season 6. More on tonight's episode, the trends, Miss Hyde. What is Carmen planning for the season? Because we know she's always got a shitload of stuff planned for us, and she's going, Lola, you're in
curious
for a
like
shock.
that.
More on that when we come back after the commercial break.
It's not a walk in the park to love each other, but when our fingers interlock, can't deny you're worth it. 'Cause after all this time, I'm still
I'm Ms. Hyde, your trusted BDSM educator and disciplinarian in the Gauteng area. Specializing in discipline-only sessions, I provide expert spankings and canings tailored to meet your desires with precision and care. Discover my range of handcrafted paddles and canes designed to elevate your experience. Connect with me today and explore the art of discipline safely and confidently. I can be contacted on 083 241 2560.
Are you a content creator or just a fan of spicy, hot and naughty content? If yes, sign up free to the only spicy content creators website in Africa with an international audience. Start your journey with www.bemyfans.com today. Whether you want to start earning or want to subscribe to your favorite creators in your own currency, we have you covered in all the right ways. BeMyFans.com. Come play.
Woo! It's go, 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 go time. Tick, tick, boom. We're bringing the noise. Go, baby, we bringing our toys. Separate men from the boys. Chopper be singing, should be on the voice. Bang, bang, we gon' ride out. Gang, gang, we don't die out. Want it like this, ain't no timeouts. Tell me who really gon' find out. Rowdy, we get rowdy, rowdy. Rowdy, we get rowdy, rowdy. We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go ahead, going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep. Tick, tick, boom. Hard body, body, and not scaring nobody. You make me resort to wildin'. You must be blind by the diamonds. I didn't want it to be this way, but y'all won't need to try this, so it's no way around it. You the loudest one, it's going quiet. Rowdy, we get rowdy, rowdy. Rowdy, we get rowdy, rowdy. We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go ahead, going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep. It's go, 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 go time. Tick, tick, boom. You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me? You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me? You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me? You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me? We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go ahead, going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep. Woo! It's go, 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 go time. Tick, tick, boom.
Sweet music from followdead.com.
You want the girl with the small waist and the perfect smile. Someone who's out every weekday in her dad's new car. You tell me I shouldn't stress out, say it's not that hard. But I just got a feeling this will leave an ugly scar. If you say she's nothing to worry about, then why'd you close your eyes when you said it out loud? Stupid boy making me so sad. Didn't think you could change this fast. She's got everything that I don't have. How could I ever compete with that? I know you go and change your mind one day. Wake up and be born with mine. She's got everything that I don't have, and she's all I wanna be so bad.
Tweets me from followdead.com.
She says she's nothing to worry about. Then why'd you close your eyes when you said it out loud? Stupid boy making me so sad. Didn't think you could change this fast. She's got everything that I don't have. How could I ever compete with that? I know you're gonna change your mind one day. Wake up and be born with mine. She's got everything that I don't have, and she's all I wanna be. All I wanna be so bad, so bad. She's got everything that I don't have, and she's all I wanna be. All I wanna be. She's all I wanna be so bad. Oh, stupid boy making me so sad. Didn't think it would hurt this bad. She's got everything that I don't have. How could I ever compete with that? I know you're gonna change your mind one day. Wake up and be born with mine. She's got everything that I don't have, and she's all I wanna be. All I wanna be so bad. All I wanna be so bad. She's got everything that I don't
Tweets me from followdead.com.
And that's it. We are back. You still talking about a drink, and we're back on air. I don't know if you know
I was
this.
offering somebody else a drink. bottle of virgin water.
Listen, let me just tell you, koi doesn't suit you, right? Okay, did you slip into something sexy? No, because you've
I did.
I mean,
Look, did you see
you
what I
do.
did for you?
You
I
do.
tried my best.
you look
I'm not
absolutely.
you, but
Also, can you
you
see
know.
how modest I am this
I
evening?
know, yeah.
I feel like my whole life has changed, not just my boobs.
You're the Virgin Lola.
I'm the Virgin Lola. I never thought I But I must say, you look exquisite this evening.
Well, thank you very much.
I'm so glad you're still my wifey, okay? But I won't be flirting with you that much anymore.
Why not? You can flirt with me in private.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
We'll
We
do
got
private,
that. Hey?
yes,
Okay, that's
okay.
fine. I'll catch up with you on Telegram.
I remember on Telegram.
Apparently, that's the
Listen,
thing.
only cheaters have that app, right? I don't have that app. I don't have Telegram.
Download it. You're flirting with me on Telegram.
That's fine. My husband knows all about our flirting.
You
He
see,
can't
so we're
know.
fine.
I remember, I think it was season 3 when you joined us.
Yeah.
After season 3, or a couple of episodes into season 3, I remember distinctly telling you, and this is where this word came from, right?
Yeah.
I remember telling you, you know what, Carmen, I've had a couple of co-hosts,
Yeah.
and I feel like I really resonate with you because you bring something else to the show. And now I'm going to get emotional, okay?
Oh, goodness.
But you bring a sense of wholesomeness. Remember me telling you that?
Wholesomeness.
Do you remember me? But do you remember me telling you
I remember
this?
you telling me.
And when we spoke about season 6, I said, that's what I want to get back to. I want to get back to the wholesomeness of having relationships.
Yeah.
And it's all thanks to you. Because I live like in your shadow so much. I don't know if you know this.
Oh my goodness.
But I just want to be just like Carmen when I grow up one day. I won't ever admit
And
this
was I
again.
wholesome enough?
You are wholesome enough, yes.
Sure?
Also, I mean, you stopped me this evening from making a big mistake.
I did.
I wanted to do
It was a
something like
very grown-up, wholesome decision that I made. Okay.
And I could see
boss
your-
Lola.
I could see in your face you were like, that's actually a good idea, but no, Lola. You said to me, I need to make sure you're on the straight and narrow. And there you went. And this is what I really appreciate about having somebody like you in my life. Because, and this is what there's a reason why I'm getting into this, right? And we always speak about our relationship and how amazing friendship we've got and how we just understand one another.
Yep.
I want this kind of relationship for not only people out there with friendships, but people out there with relationships. Because I can guarantee you, if you and I, obviously our marriage, so to say, okay, and all aanhalingstekens,
I don't see a ring on my finger, but okay.
is purely platonic, okay?
Yes.
But we've still got that very, very sacred attachment in a way.
Yeah.
That I can't explain
It's
to
a
anybody.
connection.
Yes,
It lives
it's a
on,
connection. Yes,
irrespective.
So
Yeah.
that's something that I want for our listeners. I
Yeah.
want our listeners to be able to feel what it feels like to have a person in their life. And I'm lucky because I've got a husband that does the same for me. He understands me, he gets me.
Yeah.
I can just be laughing and he's going to know what I'm laughing about. But that same thing with you.
Yeah.
You know, we just get one another without, we can say nothing. We can just be looking at the same thing and think the same thing, right? I want our listeners to be able to experience that because it's very, very, very special.
It's about being in tune.
In tune,
Yeah,
yes.
it's in tune.
Yes,
Like properly in
absolutely.
tune.
And that's what I want the season to be about. I want the season to be about something that's deeper than just having sex with somebody.
Yes.
Because anybody can have sex with anybody. You can have sex in a parking lot. You can have sex in a driveway. You can have sex in a fucking bathroom. You can have sex anywhere. Okay. But are you really connecting with your partner?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's going to be the deciding factor for me. Before the break, we said and we mentioned that Miss Hyde, and she's been on the show, I think, 3 times now, if I'm not mistaken.
Round about there.
Yes, round about there. She's also recently, I don't know if the show is still going, but you recently hosted or co-hosted a radio show.
Yes, unfortunately that came to an end.
Oh, that's such a pity.
Yes, but there is a lot of new things on the horizon.
Oh la la.
Yes.
Very exciting.
No, I can vouch for the fact that Miss Hyde has been very busy. Okay.
I know, because also, let me just get this straight, right? Even though we're making the season wholesome, I'm still very jealous. And if you're going to be cheating on me, we're going to have problems.
Well, I wouldn't call it cheating exactly, but Miss Hyde has expanded into a direction that I think is really valuable to our lovely listeners.
Yes, lovely.
Our lovelies. And that is a journey that I've followed for the past 2 months that I've been actively involved in. And that is how we take a normal, average relationship and we add an element of kink into it. And I don't say BDSM when I speak to any of my clients that are very vanilla. Because BDSM, as I said before, the break, is Skopskiet and Dornet, it's scary stuff.
That acronym scares people.
It does. Even it scares Instagram and Facebook on all my posts, okay? I can't be like BDSM, here we go. So I go kink. And Miss Hyde is so eloquent in how she describes anything kink. Kink is a blindfold over your eyes and a feather tickler. That is also kink. So she literally stands for what I have experienced in my own life in terms of enhancing my own intimate relationship through kink. So I would love to hear about how that it's communication based, and you know we love that. As great communicators, okay?
Yes.
It's communication based, it's action based, and she really has something quite valuable to offer in respect to the space.
So, Ms. Hyde, without further ado, welcome back. Okay.
Thank you so much.
It's so nice to have you here.
We are, because it's a live episode and everybody will hear that the sound is all over the show, because it's a live episode and we are broadcasting in front of a live audience, the mic situation is not ideal. So we're just going to have to move the mic around. Ms. Hyde, tell us a little bit, just give the listeners a little bit of an intro into what your history is, and obviously talk about a little bit about what happened on the show, your previous experience on the radio show, what you did there, and how your current experience comes into practice with what we want to achieve with tonight's episode.
So I started in BDSM after the death of my partner. And it started with a simple question of, well, not actually that simple, but someone asked me to be their dom. That's how I got into BDSM. And I realized very quickly that this was my happy place. This is my little corner of the world that I ended up belonging, where I could really feel that this is where I could be myself.
And it's evolved and so on, where it's now become a passion for me to actually help people understand what BDSM and kink is really all about, and even how certain principles in BDSM can help vanilla relationships, even work relationships, because, and that is a big thing. If it comes to communication, it can resolve so many misunderstandings and prevent so many misunderstandings and that. We're often so afraid to actually talk about things. And you can have someone where, you know what, you're interested in the same things, but you're too afraid to mention it because you're worried about how they're going to be reacting.
Exactly.
And the thing is,
what will they think of me?
Exactly.
You know, when I tell them that I like these things, that's exactly it. That's the biggest fear.
That's the big thing. So what I'm currently working on is actually helping people incorporate these principles into their everyday lives. So there will be a little surprise in about a month's time.
Oh, there's a surprise in a month's time. Are you going to invite Lola and Carmen to your surprise in a month's time?
Definitely. You know that you're obviously invited. You're a very big part of it. That's where a bit of the cheating scandal is coming in.
Wait. So there is cheating going on.
She does pay attention, hey?
You do realize we're in a toy store, right? And there's a bunch of implements in the back of your toy. I know exactly where they are. And I will grab one and I will bend you.
You'll bend me.
I will bend you.
I have been waiting for this moment my whole life.
And just to think, all you had to do is cheat on me. As you were. Occupied.
So the whole principle behind what I'm doing is to help people understand how these principles can help them. But as you said, you know, people hear BDSM and they want to run for the hills.
Yes.
So we're going to be working on it in a very vanilla-friendly way.
In a more digestible way,
yes.
Correct.
So that people can feel comfortable exploring this. And it's going to be, you know, how are you going to be having those very awkward, very difficult conversations?
Like, you know what? I like it when you choke me.
Yes.
I like it when you spank me. Or I like to tell you what to do. It's so basic. And people make it so complex, actually. Okay?
That's the thing, because it doesn't matter what we're going to say, whether it's going to be that, you know, when I enjoy this or I enjoy that. We can't control what somebody else's reaction is going to be. So you're going to have to be very brave when you start having these conversations.
Yes, that's exactly right.
And we're going to help people find that bravery, that courage
I love
have
that.
those conversations.
Hey, I love that. It's taking something that's been so taboo, it's taking something that's been so scary to deal with, something that you've been interested in, and turning it into a practical guide to, you know what, start here, do that. It's okay. And that's what a lot of people want to know, that it's okay.
Exactly. And as you said, a lot of people think it's kop, skiet en donder, where, or, you know, blood, sweat, and
horror
tears.
movie.
Yes. And
Exactly.
yes, there are extremes in the lifestyle, but it's all consensual. It's things that people agree on, where they decide, you know what, that's the point that they want to reach. But we're going to start with something simple.
Yeah.
And
basic, actually, simple as in a basic conversation.
Exactly.
Do you know what? I like it when you do this thing to me, and I like it when we're in this position.
Yes.
And it's a very basic way of approaching anything.
So that's the main thing, is how do you communicate? How do you tell your partner or your partners that, you know what, you're interested in these things?
Yes.
And as you said, something as simple as a blindfold, a tickle, you know, a feather tickler.
I mean, that doesn't, how scary does that sound? Lola, I'm going to put a blindfold on you. Okay? I'm going to blindfold you. And I'm going to tickle you. Are you scared?
Petrified. Wait, let me just. Petrified. So I really like this, and I'll tell you why. Firstly, I'm going to ask Mr. Black Dragon, our mod this evening, if you wouldn't mind just switching off that fan because I'm getting a lot of background noise. Good evening, Jonathan Bigger. I see you there waving at us. Hi. This room's been fairly empty. I don't think we've done enough on exposure for this evening's episode. But I want to tie in with what we have been discussing. And obviously, we have a live episode this evening. There's a live audience. So if you guys do hear any background whispers, any background noise, this is why. It's a live episode. Doors opening and closing, that's the loo. Because I can hear everything in my ears, right? So I want to tie in with what Miss Hyde was saying now. I think having something as simple as sensory deprivation or sensory
deprivation.
There we go, sensory.
Yeah, that's
Just something against sensory. It's the Afrikaans in me.
sensory
Sensory
deprivation.
deprivation. You got
There we go.
Put it in on and so I can understand. Anyway, having something as simple as that, right? It forces you to go back to basics.
Yes.
So what I really like about this, it puts you, and I read something, it was a TikTok, and I read something on the TikTok the other day. It puts you in the now. And it was a simple TikTok. The TikTok actually said, why don't flowers last forever? Especially, today's Valentine's Day. Obviously, we know this. And the guy, the TikToker was about, why don't flowers last forever? And the other person was like, because it's supposed to put you in the now. It's supposed to put you in the appreciation of the moment. Okay, so it lasts for the moment. After the moment, it's gone.
I love
and
that
I feel
perspective.
it does.
Yeah,
It's beautiful,
that
right?
is beautiful.
Flowers aren't meant to
course
last
you-
forever.
Yes.
It's not meant to last forever.
Yes.
It's meant to last, to put you in the moment. Like, appreciate it now, because in the tomorrow, it's going to be gone. In the now, it's going to be beautiful. In the tomorrow, it's going to be gone, which is perfect. I feel the same with relation to kink. And something basic and entry level as sensory deprivation. I got it right that time. Can you hear? Listen to me
You're
learning.
so good at what you do. You're so good.
Something as simple as sensory deprivation, right? It puts you in the here now. Forget about your shit at work. Forget about the fight you had with your brother or your sister. Forget about the guy that just drove in front of you on your way home in traffic, right? Right now, you are being dominated by your partner. You are being tied up. So your sense of movement has been absolutely eliminated. Okay. You need to give up control.
Yep.
You've been blindfolded. Your sense of see has been eliminated. You can't see what's coming next. Okay. Give up control.
Stop it.
So
I like it.
something as simple as sensory deprivation can put you into a level that nobody can understand. It puts you into a space that nobody can understand. Giving up that control and that understanding of what is my person supposed to do with the next move. I'm not in control of that. That is something that's really special. Especially being able to trust your partner. And yes, where the crux
vulnerable space.
Yes, where the crux comes in, right? Where's have I got a drum roll? Yeah. I can't see it right now. I'm out of touch with where my buttons are. But yes, where the drum roll comes in is trusting your partner, and you need to have that very, very, very tight, intimate space. Completely ironed out with your partner, so that you are able to be in a space where you trust your partner enough to say, that's it. I've had enough of the day. You have me for the rest of the night. You have my sense of smell, my sense of feel, my sense of anything is in your hands for the rest of the night. So I know, Miss Hyde, you teach people how to give in to domination and how to experience BDSM. How do you teach people to trust their partners? Because I've been trying, right? I do intimacy coaching, right? And I've been trying for the longest time. It's not an easy task.
No,
how do you get to that?
It's extremely difficult. But the thing is that is where
He wouldn't dare.
he knows he would get a warm tush afterwards. Just dare do that.
Miss Hyde and her tush. I love it.
So that is where it comes in with your communication, having those difficult conversations. Because if you're not going to be having those conversations, you're not going to be able to be honest with each other. You're not going to be able to trust each other because you're afraid to talk. So that is the main thing, is to get people to talk to each other. And it's the most difficult thing to do. So yes, that's where it all comes down to, is to actually make people feel comfortable enough where they can open up and have those conversations.
And why do you think in normal relationships, this is a really, really, really important question. How is it so difficult in your normal day-to-day relationship? You're sharing a bed with this person, you're sharing your financial life with this person, etc., to go, I want you to choke me.
Okay,
whereas
disclaimer.
you could tell.
This is me pausing the fuck out of this
Let's
episode.
hold on to the disclaimer. Yes.
This is me pausing the fuck out of this episode. Okay. Choking has a real risk.
Okay,
so
let's go. Let's scrap choking. Okay.
Yes.
So let's scrap choking. Something simple, like,
and say,
I want to get tied up.
Exactly.
Yes.
So sometimes it's
easier
easier for me to tell, thank you, Lola, for keeping things wholesome. Sometimes it's easier for me to tell Miss Hyde, I want to be tied up, than to tell my partner, I want to be tied up. Why is that? How do we resolve that?
As a society, we've been so conditioned that wanting things that's out of the norm, that there has to be something wrong with you. So you're so worried and frightened about how I'm going to be judged by my partner if I tell them, you know what, I want you to tie me up and do all sorts of yummy, nasty things to me. Because how are they going to react? And that's the thing, we need to start getting people used to talking about these kinds of things. Because I can tell you now, probably 90% of vanilla couples have got handcuffs or a blindfold. But they're so worried about actually explaining to each other, you know what, this is what I enjoy, this is what I want to explore, because we've been so conditioned as a society.
Okay, and I respect that and I understand that. So Miss Hyde, how do we do that? Lola's lessons is about the how. In my relationship, we have bath time. We sit in the bath and we go, okay, cool. These are the things I like, these are the things you like. And it just creates, it's a safe environment that we create to discuss the things. So what is the best strategy to discuss those things?
So one of the partners will definitely have to take the big step in starting that difficult, awkward conversation, because it is going to be awkward as heck.
Okay, you got to put your big balls on.
Yes, your big old panties. So
your
proverbially speaking.
Like those, I don't know if you guys have seen them, right? I know, like South Africa has the blue bulls, right?
Yes.
And sometimes when you drive past these Hilux buckies,
Yeah,
you've got the blue
balls hanging at the bottom.
You've got these big blue balls hanging at the back of the.
So
you got to put them on.
You got to put those on.
That's the whole thing. So one of the partners are going to have to take that big step and decide, you know what, they've got the kahunas to go ahead and have this conversation. And decide, you know what, even if it's making a little space in your home that's filled with candles or, you know, cushions and plushies and fluffy pillows and blankets and that, where you can feel, you know what, you can start having this kind of conversation. You can create an atmosphere that is something that is safe and enjoyable for both partners. So as you said, bath time, for instance, then you can say, okay, you know what, tonight we're doing this and we're having this conversation. So what's also important is that when you start having these conversations, don't start with, but you doing this and you doing that. Start with I. Because that way...
I language, that's my favorite kind of language.
So you're not putting any blame or any pressure on your partner as such. You're just explaining to them, I enjoy this. I'm curious. That is where the whole point comes in with this. And having those difficult conversations.
And can I say, this takes brevity. We're here for only a short time. When you feel like you need to do the things that you need to do, bring it up. Seriously, you're shortchanging yourself if you don't.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Ms. Hart, thank you so much for joining us this evening. It's really been such a blast having you on. Ms. Combs, we are already over our
Not
time.
again.
Yes. I mean, it's
And
the
our
first
production
episode.
manager has not said anything.
I think she's waiting until afterwards. I'm not
Oh, she's enjoying her piercings.
There we go. I forgot she also had her piercings done this evening. She might be a little bit spicy. For those of you guys who do not know what spicy means, tune into Lola's lessons for the rest of season 6. You might learn a thing or two. We might have a Zern Phono and Miss Medusa come and explain to us what spicing is. I think that might be a good idea. But season 6 is back. Before we end the episode, okay, I just want to go through what we've got planned for this season. So tonight, obviously, lustful listeners, if you guys have heard a lot of background noise, we apologize for that. We can't help it. Unfortunately, we're broadcasting from a live space. That's something popping. I mean, there's champagne popping. These people have really been quiet this evening, which I really appreciate.
They really have.
But
obedient.
Yes.
I love that.
Also, I've got a whip next to me, so it might be the reason. It's been a fun evening broadcasting live from Play With Me this evening at the Valentine's Day Love Bites event. So thank you for having us, Coms. What's to come in this season? We've got Miss Odette that we met at the Sex Expo, sex coach. Okay,
Yeah.
She's going to come and join us. We've got Miss Cindy that we met at the Sex Expo from Hush Sensuality. She's going to be joining us on an episode. We've got Mr. Bruce from Tixkillian. I hope I pronounced that right. Tixkillian. And he has a BDSM NPO. Okay. For abused subs. That's going to be joining us this season. We've got Naughty Niggy and Nikki, and you touched on it earlier.
Yeah.
The cam models. What's
yes.
going on in the sex industry when it comes to cam
There
models?
is a lot going on in the sex industry when it comes to cam models.
We've got 10 episodes, 10 guests, a little bit more than 10 weeks because we've got a break in between.
How long is our break?
A break's possibly going to be 3 weeks.
You're going to miss
5,
me.
and then 3, and then 5.
You're going to miss me.
I miss you
I'm
always.
sorry about that.
I'll miss you when I wake up in the morning. This is standard procedure for me. It's part of my day.
Standard procedure.
I've got reminders.
So formal.
I've got reminders on my phone. Miss Carmen. Miss Jody. Done. This is my life. Anyway, that's going to be just a taste of what you guys can expect for season 6. I want to thank the production team, Mr. Black Dragon, Miss Zernferno,
A wonderful
Miss
Medusa.
Miss Carmen Ellie, and all of the others, Mr. Fox, that's not on air this evening.
I'm not
as
on the
well
production
as-
team. I don't know how the production buttons work.
Don't you sit next to me and aren't you on the mods group?
I don't look at it.
Listen.
I just arrived.
Ben for his name. I want to thank the production team for being willing to do this for another season.
Yeah, well, thank you very much.
We're 6 seasons in, and it's been a roller coaster.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that this season is going to blow the previous 5 seasons out the fucking water.
Well,
Because I've got a lot to say.
We already have a high standard.
We do.
So
We do.
there's the challenge set.
There's the challenge set.
You can do it.
So lovely listeners, I nearly went back to default.
We need a poll on that, but anyway.
So lovely listeners, I would like to gently remind you guys, listen to me.
Okay, Lola is trying really hard to be wholesome. I'm just going to say this out loud.
I'd like to gently remind a lot of you.
I just want to know, are you lovely or lustful? Probably lovely.
That we are now going to be broadcasting on a Wednesday as opposed to a Friday. Please put a reminder on your phone. Okay, put that task down. Book those dates down because you're not going to be wanting to miss any episode in this season. Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. CAT. Don't miss it. Lola and lessons. Lola and Carmen does Lola's lessons for date night.
Date night with Lola and Carmen.
Yes.
That's what we said. Date night with Lola and Carmen.
Yes.
You can slip into your lingeries, your
You
lovelies.
can still do it.
I'm trying to just get on board with your new strategy. Okay.
Put your kids to bed and come listen to us, lustfuls.
There we go.
I'm back, bitches. Anyway, that's us for this evening. I hope you guys have learned something. I hope you guys have had fun with us on the first episode of season 6. We love the lot of you, and that hasn't changed. Right?
Exactly. Not at all.
And until Wednesday, not next week, Wednesday. Same time, same place. Good evening.
Good evening, lovelies.
That's it.
I'm flying high like a bird, but my fluttering wings can keep you from pulling me down. Your mama says I'm a fool, and yeah, maybe that's true, 'cause I can't stop thinking about you. I'm trying not to fool